Do you guys want to master a new skill and learn how to do this? Then watch this video. Morning, good evening, good day, wherever you guys may be watching this. I wanted to say a big welcome to my channel. My name is Danny and I'm an online health and fitness coach. And today we're going to go through a progression push-up tutorial. So this is open and able for anyone to do. It does not matter what your level is. Maybe you have never done a push-up before, maybe you're super advanced, but this is a video not to be missed. I'm also going to offer you guys an incentive. So I'm going to run a push-up challenge over the 1 month. And I'm not looking for the person that has the best form or gets the most amount of reps. I'm looking for that one resilient person who wants to learn a new skill, who can show me that they are progressing and they are taking the time to learn a new skill each day. So yes, please do head to my Instagram account. I will leave it in the description. I will try and leave it up on the screen. Give me a follow, tag me in your progressions. If you want to send it to me privately, absolutely, I can give you some tips along the way. So guys, enjoy this video. If this is something that you enjoy and you want to see more of, let me know, because I would love to do some freestyle combo training sessions. I would love to do some calisthenics, just to show you guys what you can do with very minimum equipment. So if you are interested in winning a 6-month free coaching sponsorship with me, where you receive a tailored training program, nutrition, and weekly video check-ins, then like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let's get going. So guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you will notice this spot. So this is where I live. This is Tamarat, Morocco. Beautiful country, beautiful people. And I like to come here very, very early in the morning when the whole world is sleeping and just practice in peace. So yeah, this is the little path. The lighting's really good for me to do some push-ups. Ground's a bit hard, but we still move. Coming in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's difficult, but let's go. Guys, I'm going to take you to the beach now. We're going to find some soft landing for me because I do not own a yoga mat. It is on the way. We are in Morocco. I don't have any post where we live. So follow me to the beach and let's get this started. I tried to come super early because obviously in Morocco there's a lot of street dogs, and the last thing I want to do is go and do some push-ups on the beach and have a big pack of dogs not leave me alone, because I want to get this out for you guys today so you can start practicing. This challenge goes live tomorrow, Monday, and I hope you guys all participate and just try and learn something new. So welcome to Crocco's beach. This is Crocco over here on the right. And the reason it's called Crocco's Beach is because there is a rock. I will try and show you guys very much in the far corner. That's supposed to look like a crocodile, which, to be fair, it does. Now on the left of this beach there is another one, and these are my home spots to surf in. There is no surf at the moment. It is flat as a pancake, but surf season is among us in the next couple of weeks. So over to the left you've got Devil's Rock. They call it Devil's Rock. Apparently when a woman's a certain age and hasn't been married, she has to get cleansed in this hole in the rock to banish any bad omens preventing her from getting married. So they say. Do not take my word for it. But yeah, absolutely beautiful spot, nice and quiet. So yeah, we're going to get to work. So I've drawn a big circle because God forbid I do this whole session and then miss my face and then have to repeat it all over again. So we're going to start with a warm-up. It's really, really crucial to really warm up through your delts, your wrists, your forearms, everything, even through your hips, because this is such a challenging exercise and a lot of people perform a push-up completely wrong. You get a lot of tension and a lot of flexion through that wrist. So let's start warming up, guys. Really focus on the movement. A hand. Going to roll the wrists out. So we're going to go 10 anti-clockwise and 10 clockwise. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Grab the palm of your hand. You're going to press down. You should feel this squeeze through the forearm, through to the wrist, through to the bicep. And we're going to hold for around 15 seconds. Good. 10 more seconds. Really squeeze down. Try and make it progressive. Squeeze a little bit harder when the stretch starts to go. And change. So important, guys, when you're performing any sport or you're going into the gym, that you do dynamic stretching. So there is a difference between dynamic and static stretching. Static is something that we're holding. And this is what you will do typically after a training session. Before we go and train, we're looking for dynamic stretching. So we are trying to get synovial fluid into the joints. Palms on delts. Let's rotate. We're going to go for 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and change. You're going to go the opposite way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hands slightly in front. We're going to imagine keeping our belly button facing straight, and we're just going to rotate, just open up through the back. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to start with the basic push-up progression. So the basic standard push-up. Now, if you have never done a push-up, I'm going to show you 2 variations to begin with. And each set, we're going to just go for 10 reps. Now, if you already know how to master the standard push-up, just hold fire, skip a couple of minutes, go on to the next variation. But we should all be doing this for a warm-up. So, when it comes to a push-up, a lot of people tend to have the wrong hand position. Now, with a push-up, it's all about distributing weight. It's about putting the weight through the balls of your feet as well. And when we're pushing up and we're pushing down, everything is aligned. So even weight through the feet, even weight through the hands. So when it comes to a push-up, I see a lot of people tend to have their hands really far apart. And when they go down into a push-up, you've got a lot of pressure onto your rotary cuff joint, a lot of pressure onto the wrist, because your weight is overloading the position that it needs to be in. So always that hand position should be in the pec line, okay? So we're going to go through stage 1. I've never done a push-up before. This is what you can do. So spreading the fingers, slightly rotate the hands. You want to make sure I'm pushing the weight over my hands. So I'm pushing my chest forward. I can keep my feet up, and I'm going to press all the way down, pause, and up. You got to keep that core tight, okay? Imagine a rope is pulling you from your belly button all the way to the sky. Let's go for 10 reps. This is progression number 1. Good. 2, keeping that chest over the hands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you found that easy, let's go to progression 2. Again, you still haven't mastered the very first push-up, but you're finding it very easy to do on your knees. So we're going to do the Superman push-up. Now everything becomes easier when you apply more repetitions. Your joints will supple, muscle memory. So this is something that you can practice consistently daily. Okay, so the Superman effect. We're lying down. Now I'm going to push the weight onto the balls of my feet. My toes are planted down, okay? My hands are into my pec line. And all I'm gonna do, I'm going to squeeze my core and I'm gonna drive up through my feet and my palms at the same time. Keeping my hands in the pec line. I'm about to push up, pushing the weight through my balls of my feet, through my toes, and at my hands at the same time. If you mastered that, let's go for 10. Good. 3. Nice and slow. 4. 5. This is a really good exercise to learn to push your body weight. A great progression before you master the standard push-up. And 9. And 10. Now, if you found that easy, let's go to standard push-ups. And again, guys, if you only manage to do 2 standard push-ups, then go onto your knees afterwards and focus on slow tempo and negative. So if you can only get 2 push-ups, go back on your knees and focus on slow and driving up. There is no rush, okay? You will develop your skill daily if you practice. Let's focus on standard push-ups. Again, now this is something that I have learned over the time. When you're doing a push-up in calisthenics, you're almost trying to mimic learning the planche. So the planche is like effectively a plank with your feet elevated. So when they actually perform a push-up, they actually protract the shoulders up and they come with a little curvature of the back. So it would typically look like this: spreading the hands, toes together, leaning forward, slight curvature of the back, and up, protracting the shoulders up. Every time I push, I'm pushing with my feet at the same time. Let's go for 10, guys. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see my weight is still over my hands. And 10. That's the standard push-up. They are the 3 progressions you need to learn. We're going to move on to the second phase now. Now, obviously with the push-up, it's all about form, okay? The ideal form is keeping your feet together, toes together, heels together, feet of the arches together. It's going to give you really strong alignment and progress your push-ups a lot quicker. And if you struggle to do that, have your feet slightly wider apart. It's going to just distribute the weight a little bit easier for you. And in time, try and bring those feet closer together. So obviously with push-up variations, we've got hand placements. When your hands are slightly wider, you're going to work a lot more of the pectoral muscles, your chest. And if we have our hands a lot closer together, elbows pinned to the side, we're going to be working the triceps. So let's go through the tricep push-up. And again, we'll go through different progressions. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you a couple of reps. We're going to start on your knees. So feet together. Again, hands really close. My elbows are hugging my waist. I'm leaning forward, keeping my core tight. I'm pressing down. Okay, this is a tricep push-up. Now, if you know how to master that, and on your knees is easy, but you still can't do a full standard push-up in that tricep position, we're going to go back to the Superman. So again, feet together, hands now close to your chest. It's exactly the same as what you would do if you were popping up on a surfboard. So if you guys have surfed, this is the position, this is the placement you need. Hands to your chest, driving up with the feet at the same time. Now, if you find that easy, but you're still not quite ready for the actual tricep push-up, go into a plank position. So this is the next variation. We're learning to hold our body weight up. So all we're going to do, keep the core tight and press up. Nice and slow. Again, if you struggle to do that, do it onto your knees. Again, these exercises will be very simple for you as soon as you start practicing. I can't begin to tell you how much progress I made in 1 month just struggling to do a couple of reps of normal push-ups. And I'm an experienced lifter. It's just not an exercise I performed for such a long time. So now mastering different variations of push-ups, and I'm still learning. Alrighty, let's go. Choose which progression you want, and if you are able to do a tricep push-up, let's go into a full form. Hands close, distributing the weight, bringing my chest forward, driving up with my feet at the same time. Let's go for 10. Good. 3, 4, protract those shoulders up. 5, 6, 7. Good. Keep pushing. 9. Last one. 10. We're going to move on to the third combo. This one may require a little bit more mobility. And again, it's going to hit your triceps, it's going to hit your chest. We're going to turn our fingers the opposite way. So forearms facing the direction you're going. If you struggle with mobility, slightly rotate your hands out. Now this is a progression for when you want to learn the planche. And with the planche, it's a very advanced calisthenic movement. It's all about locking out through the elbows. So this is a progression for you to get there. So again, if you can't do a normal push-up, stay on your knees and drive down. And if you can master that, and you want to try a normal press up into this position, but you can only manage a couple of reps, go back into that Superman position, hands rotated, drive up at the same time, turn those palms out and drive. And now that's easy. Let's go on to that push-up variation. Good, we're aiming for 10. 2, protract those shoulders up. 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. Diamond push-ups. Again, this is going to really focus and emphasize more of hitting your triceps. So the diamond push-up is going to look like that. The more you progress and advance this push-up, the closer you'll end up bringing your hands. Some people really struggle with this movement, so start with your hands a little bit wider. And again, if you struggle to do it, perform it on your knees. I'll show you a rep facing front. I'll show you another rep to the side. So if you struggle to do this exercise, hands further apart. Chest over hands. And drive up. You feel confident with that? Try and get those fingers to touch. Okay, from the side. You see how I shift my weight forward? Okay, if you find that easy, but you can't quite master the actual diamond push-up, Go back into the Superman. Create that diamond. Weight through the balls of your foot. Push up. And if you want to give the actual diamond push up a go, let's do it. Again, depending on your experience and your mobility, hands as close as together as possible. Let's go through 4 or 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we mastered majority of the progressions for basic push-ups. We're now going to go into explosive push-ups, and this first exercise, again, if you can't do a push-up, do it on your knees. I'll show you a couple of reps. You want to make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. The last thing you want to do is explosive up and not think about where you're distributing the weight. It's very similar to a handstand. When we're doing explosive push-ups, we're pressing through the entire palm of the hand. It's not just through the wrist. And if you find yourself doing that, slow it down, 1 rep at a time, and pause. So I'll show you a couple of variations on my knee. So I'll show you facing front. Again, hands, chest over hands. You're going to press down and you're going to press up. Really, you see how slow and controlled I'm doing it? My hands are spayed. And from the side, again on my knees, fingers nice and wide. Okay? And if you mastered that and you want to give the normal push-up a go, whether you stay in just a plank position and get used to the movement, or you do it actually into a push-up, but I want you to conserve energy. We'll move on to it. So all we're going to do is into that push-up position. Okay? Just going to stay explosive. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go down, press up, and just press down. Okay? You need to ensure you're driving through the actual palm of your hand. Let's go for 10. Let's go for 5. Let's conserve your energy. We've got a lot of variations to get through. 1, 2, 3. I'm still pushing with the balls of my feet at the same time. If you've mastered that, moving on to the next progression. We're going to start to learn how to go into more like freestyle combos. So a freestyle combo is a variation of push-ups. So now we've mastered the little explosive push-up. Let's go on to the push-up toe tap. Okay, now if you struggle to do this exercise in a normal push-up position, stay in plank and just toe tap. Okay, but if you know and you feel confident to do it, we're going to go down into a push-up. You're going to push up and imagine driving your hips back. How does that feel, guys? Give it a go, 1 at a time. And if you struggle, make sure you put a little padding under your knees. Roll the mat under your knees so you have some protection. Okay, gonna move on to the next combo. So if again you cannot master this in a normal push-up, do it on your knees. And this is quite a challenging one for the core. I'll show you in a front position. We're going to do hands together. You're going to press up. Now, do that on your knees. I'll show you from the side variation. pushing up through the knees, keeping my core engaged. If you struggle or you find that easy, but you can't quite master the actual push-up variation of it, go into push-up. Okay, go into tricep extensions and press up. You're developing that muscle coordination and strength. And if you mastered that, let's give the actual push-up variation a go. Try and keep your hips down, something that I'm working on. Keep everything tight, there's no rush, belly button drawn in. So I'm gonna squeeze my core and I'm going to drive up through my forearms. Driving up, driving up, driving up, driving up. I'm trying to lift through my feet, my core, and my forearms at the same time. I think we'll go through 3 more kind of different variations because they're going to be fun, and I want to give you guys enough to challenge you, because I'm sure with your practice you're going to progress very quick. A little bit of progression, even if it's 1% more than what you did yesterday, progression. Okay, so hopefully by now you would have mastered the confidence to actually try this into a push-up. We've got the technique, we know what we're doing, we know how to distribute the weight, activate our core. We're going to go into the push-up Superman. Okay, I'm keeping my feet close together. If you struggle, keep your feet wider. Weight and chest over my hands. I'm going to push down. I'm going to explosively drive up and throw my hands out. That's the explosive push-up. Okay, do it with confidence. Okay, doesn't matter if you get 1 or 2. This is going to be one of the freestyle combos that hopefully, if you enjoy this video, we can start interlinking and do 3 different variations together and make it into one. So we've done the Superman push-up. The next one we're going to do is the jumping push-up. Now this is something I'm working on, okay? We will develop this skill together. We are all sharing the same journey of learning something. So I'm gonna recommend you starting this actually lying down on the floor. Now, if you have ever done an inchworm, that party trick, you'll probably know how to do it, but let me run you through it. So we're into this position. Now, when you're going into an explosive jump push-up, when you press up, you're imagining hitting, extending out through those hips. So the hips are kind of driving down, and then you are flicking them up, okay? So it's all through the glutes and the hips, this movement. Into that position, you're gonna press up. You see the hands, you see the hips flick. I pressed, drive the hips down, flicked my legs up. So, okay. It's that movement. So if you struggle to actually go into the explosive push-up, drive the feet. That will be the next progression into getting into that. Okay, final combo. Well, final exercise. We're going to do the Asha push-up. Now, this is a more challenging push-up, but it's more of a technique. And if you've got sliders or socks at home, put them on your hand. It's really going to make a difference. So I'm going to show you from the front position, and I will do it on my knees to begin with. Example, left hand, fingers nice and splayed. My chest is in line with my arm. Imagine I've got a slider, or I'm just going to use my hand. I'm going to slide down, and I'm going to press the weight over this left arm, okay? So I really recommend you doing this on your knees to begin with, okay? From the side, Again, my hand is in line with my chest. As soon as I start to open up through that left hand, I'm bending through this right elbow and I'm distributing the weight. If you've mastered that, let's try the actual archer push-up. Again, if you struggle, go wider with your feet, okay? It's gonna help with weight distribution, and if you feel confident, keep the feet together. So chest over, and all you're going to do, bring that arm out nice and straight, okay? Shift the weight slightly over to your left arm and press down and drive up. All the weight is getting through my left arm. That's all the progressions that we're going to do today, guys. Listen, tag me on your stories, give it a go, try something every day. You will, honestly, practice makes progress. Want to see you guys win with me, and I can't begin to tell you how much it's transformed my training. If you're not confident to post on social media, drop me a message, comment in here, I'll send you my email address, send them over. Honestly, you don't need to showcase to everyone that you're doing a push-up challenge if you want to keep this in the down low, like nice and quiet. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, drop a comment below. I'd love to make some freestyle combos with you. If you nail these progressions, we'll advance it each week. Good luck with the competition. I will announce the winners October the 20th. It's going to be one person, potentially two. I'm sure two people I know are going to go really show me the fire that they want to succeed. Good luck, and yeah, see you in the next episode.